What's up? What's up? So what I'm about to share with you, it's on the screen right now, has helped me grow my first online coaching business to 170K a month so far. And my second one to about 70K a month so far. So this has really helped me out. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jack Bly. I'm going to share just like my weekly routine that I do to make sure I'm on track and working on the right things during the week so my business can actually grow and move the needle. So let's dive in here. So as you're seeing on the screen, this is just like a Google Doc. And I do this every single week. So we see like week 1, week 2, week 3. This is like for a month. And I'll save this document for 1 month. So let me just kind of move this down so we can stay focused. But here's what we're doing. First off, like the reason why we're doing this is I want all of the most relevant data right in front of my face. And the reason for that is your job as a business owner, like the most important thing you can do is make good strategic decisions. All right, decide where you're going to allocate your resources in terms of time, energy, focus, and money during the next week, during the next month. All right, the only way to make good strategic decisions is via data, and accurate data at that. And so what I'm doing, I'm putting all this data points in front of me of the most important data points on a weekly basis. And this is when I make my decisions for the week as far as like, what do I work on? What do I actually do that's going to move the needle and grow the business, get more clients and scale this thing? Let's dive into what we actually do. So as you're seeing right here, we have a weekly basis. So let's say it's, at the time of recording, it's May. Let's say it's week 1. And I basically go through these 4 or 5 sections right here: money, lead gen, sales, client acquisition, and then any notes. Let me make this smaller as well. You don't even need to see my face that big. All right, so first thing we have is money. So this is literally just inputting the revenue and the expenses for the month, and then obviously calculating the profit. I have a separate P&L I use to track this, but I just re-put it in here manually. And I do it manually on purpose. I could like automate this and like make it no effort, but I want to do it manually because I want to force myself to be more and more consciously aware of the money. All right, how much money is going in, how much money is going out every single week. I want to know this. And obviously, how much profit are we making? Super important. This is obviously like the most important thing in your business, profit. The most important thing that matters. All right, so make sure you're constantly aware of this. Then we have lead gen. So this is how many calls we're booking. So I put in total number of calls and then what sources it came from. Sales, we have show rate, we have close rate. I put that in. We have client acquisition. So here I just put total clients signed. I put the CAC, this stands for client acquisition cost. So basically, how much on average is it costing us to acquire a new client? And we have average 30-day cash. So this is on average in the first 30 days of a new client, how much cash are we collecting from them? And so this number is really good to compare to this number to see, okay, we're making X amount of dollars the moment we get a new client in profit. All right, so we basically fill these in, these metrics, these data right here, and then I take notes. I'm really looking for, the big thing I'm looking for here is what is the constraint? So the theory of constraints basically says it's identifying the most important limiting factor or constraint that stands in the way of achieving a goal and then systematically improving that constraint until it's no longer a limiting factor. All right, so going back here, the reason why I put these things in front of us because it's like all the pillars of the business. So we have money, we have lead gen, we have sales, and then we have clients that's leading to. And so I can easily look here, like for example, examples of constraints. Let me just list these out for you. First one, probably the most common, is just like low volume for lead gen. All right, so this is like, I hear this so many times where new coaching businesses are just booking like 3, 5, maybe 10 calls a month, and just the volume is just extremely low. I mean, if that's the one thing, what's gonna happen when you double or triple that number? You're gonna double or triple the business, just doing that one thing. And so knowing that, you don't need to work on anything else. Just lead gen, just book more calls. That's the number one thing you need to focus on. Another constraint could be close rate. All right, we'll say this, close rate. And so this would be, let's say if your lead gen is sufficient, like you're booking out your whole calendar, but your close rate is below 25%. All right, this is the normal KPI I tend to aim for is at least 25%. If it's below this, that tends to be a constraint in the business. Now, let's say you have both of these though. Let's say you have both this and this. What I would do, I would prioritize lead gen because the best way to scale up your sales is get more reps. It is to get more reps. So don't really focus on your sales skills until this is capped out. This is the higher leverage thing you can do is this. All right, another constraint could be, this is one I currently have in my business, an acquisition pilot, capped sales availability. So for me right now, my calendar is booked out every single day. Lead gen is firing like crazy. Now, I cannot handle more leads. I can't physically handle it right now until I onboard sales reps and closers onto my team, which is coming soon. Another one could be your CAC, client acquisition cost, is too high. Or this would be more if you're running ads right now. That's usually what that runs into. If you're having a problem with your ads and your funnel overall. These are the most common ones. I'm basically looking at these things every week. I'm looking at the money, I'm looking at lead gen, I'm looking at sales, I'm looking at client acquisition. I'm looking at what is going on and what is the constraint. Once I figure out the constraint, let's say it's this, because this is the most common one that most of you guys are gonna resonate with. Let's say it's this. If it's this, I'm gonna note it down, take some notes on it, like what I'm currently doing, like what's going on there. I'm gonna note down any ideas I have as far as how can I fix this. All right, or who can I go to fix this? Can I hire someone? Can I invest in some program or book or something to help me fix this problem? All right, and that's what I'm noting down. I'm looking, I'm researching, I'm doing whatever I can to fix this problem. And then the next week, my sole number one focus is this one thing. Right. Obviously, there's some things you have to like manage and just have maintenance on as a business owner. But you want to spend like the bulk of your deep work time on this one thing. Like this one thing only. That's your number one focus. Like if this is it, like stop focusing on anything else, stop focusing on products, stop focusing on sales, just focus on this. That's it. So this is what I do on a weekly basis. I found it to be incredibly valuable. Because also I have now I have a folder built up of this over the years. I can literally look back on, okay, if this was a record month, look back 2 months ago, if we're taking a dip for some reason, I'm like, okay, well, what did we do then? What we were doing then? What were all the variables at play? And look at that, review things. And this is one of the most helpful things you can ever do. And you're also going to identify if there's any shifts. So for some reason you take a dip in lead gen, you'll see it instantly. For some reason your sales is down, you'll see it instantly. You can see everything crystal clear. And that's what you want. All right, there's this one saying that I think I made up, I'm not sure, but I say it to myself a lot. That's clear data makes for clear decisions. Clear data makes for clear decisions. And as we already discussed earlier, decisions are the number one thing you can do as a business owner to move the needle, because you're allocating, it's all prioritization. You're allocating your resource and your time, your most valuable resource. Where are you putting that? If you're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week right now on your business and it's not growing, the reason is because your decisions, strategic decisions, are allocating those resources in the wrong area. If you're working full time but you're not moving the needle, it means you're working on the wrong things. Or you're not working on the constraint of the business, the real constraint of the business. A lot of times, whenever you're most skilled at is what you're just gonna work the most on because you enjoy it. All right, I'll see a lot of, let's say fitness coaches, for example, where they have absolute nerds for the fitness stuff and they love it. And that's awesome, that's great. It means you're gonna help obviously deliver great client results. But they don't know anything about marketing, they don't know anything about sales. And they just neglect it. Even though it's the biggest problem in their business, stopping them from serving more people and helping people get more results. They neglect it because it's they don't know it. They want to do the things that they're more passionate about and skilled at right now. And that's just, the science, the fitness, the exercise stuff that they're nerds for. All right, so be aware of this. Be aware of this. That's the video right here. Definitely do this if you're not already. Do a weekly review just like this. This is my weekly routine. I do it once per week on, usually Saturday. I'll fill this out. I'll just look at everything going on and then I'll make my plan for the week as far as what do I work on to fix this one thing that matters the most to double my business. If you're an online coach, by the way, and you want to work one-on-one to scale this and fix your constraint right now, it's probably lead gen. That's my jam. That's my specialty. So click the link below if you're interested in working together one-on-one. And yeah, if that's not you though, no worries. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.